Welcome to Mystic Realms. In today's video, we will dive into the fascinating world of shamanism and spiritual journeys through the lens of different cultures. From the indigenous tribes of the Amazon to the mystics of Siberia, shamanism has shaped spiritual practices for thousands of years. Let's explore these ancient traditions and their wisdom. Shamanism is a diverse and ancient spiritual practice found in various cultures across the world, from Siberia and Mongolia to the Americas, Africa, and Southeast Asia. While practices differ between traditions, the core belief remains the same. Shamans act as intermediaries between the human and spiritual realms, using their abilities to heal, guide, and protect their communities. Shamanic practices and techniques. Shamans achieve altered states of consciousness to access spiritual wisdom and power. The methods used to enter these states vary by tradition, but commonly include drumming and rhythmic sound. Steady beats, often around 4 to 7 beats per second, help induce trance states. Chanting and singing. Vocalization of sacred words or songs can invoke spirits and shift consciousness. Dancing and movement. Ritual dances allow shamans to connect with energy flows and spirit guides. Breathwork and meditation. Controlled breathing techniques help focus the mind and enter visionary states. Fasting and isolation. Periods of solitude or fasting cleanse the body and open spiritual perception. Sacred plants and psychedelics. Substances like ayahuasca, peyote, psilocybin mushrooms, or San Pedro cactus are traditionally used to facilitate deep journeys into the unseen realms. Roles and responsibilities of a shaman. Shamans are not only healers, but also play several important roles within their societies. Healers, using herbs, energy work, and spirit guidance to cure illnesses. Diviners and seers, offering insights into personal or communal issues through visions. Soul retrievers, healing soul loss caused by trauma or negative energy. Mediators with spirits, communicating with ancestors, deities, and nature spirits. Protectors, shielding individuals and communities from negative forces or spiritual attacks. Cultural variations in shamanism. Shamanic traditions take different forms across the world. Siberian and Mongolian shamanism, considered the root of many shamanic traditions. These shamans use drums, spirit animals, and sky deities in their rituals. Native American shamanism includes sweat lodges, vision quests, and sacred plant ceremonies. Amazonian shamanism focuses on plant medicine like ayahuasca, used for deep healing and spiritual revelations. African shamanism. Healers known as sangomas or babalawos communicate with ancestors and use herbal medicine. Celtic and Norse shamanism. Ancient druids and seers engaged in trance work and nature-based rituals. Modern shamanism and revival. Today, there is a resurgence of interest in shamanic practices worldwide. Many people seek shamanic healing, spiritual awakening, or personal transformation through traditional or neo-shamanic practices. While some modern practitioners adapt shamanic techniques to contemporary settings, traditional indigenous shamans emphasize the importance of respecting and preserving ancient wisdom. Shamanism is an ancient spiritual practice found in various cultures across the globe. Although each tradition has unique customs, they share common elements such as trance states, spirit communication, and healing rituals. Let's explore how different cultures practice shamanism. Siberian shamanism. The term shaman originates from the indigenous cultures of Siberia, particularly the Tungusic people. Siberian shamans play a central role in their communities, acting as healers, spiritual guides, and mediators between the human and spirit worlds. Their rituals often involve rhythmic drumming, ecstatic dancing, and chanting to enter altered states of consciousness. Through these trance states, shamans seek guidance from ancestral spirits and nature deities, perform soul retrievals, and heal illnesses caused by spiritual imbalances. Amazonian shamanism. Indigenous tribes of the Amazon, such as the Shipibo, Ashaninka, and Huni-Keen, practice a deeply plant-based form of shamanism. They use sacred medicines like ayahuasca, a powerful hallucinogenic brew made from the Banisteriopsis copy vine and other plants, to access spiritual realms. Ayahuasca ceremonies, led by experienced shamans, are used for healing, self-discovery, and communication with spirits. Icaros, or sacred songs, are sung to guide participants through visionary experiences, helping them confront personal challenges, trauma, and ancestral wisdom. Native American shamanism. Shamanic traditions are deeply rooted in many Native American cultures, though they may not always be explicitly labeled as shamanism. Spiritual practices include vision quests, in which individuals seek guidance through fasting and solitude in nature, and sweat lodge ceremonies, which involve intense heat and prayer to purify the body and spirit. Animal totems and spirit guides play an essential role, symbolizing wisdom and protection. Many tribes also use drumming, chanting, and sacred dances to connect with the spiritual world and maintain harmony with nature. Celtic Druidism. While Celtic Druids are not always classified as shamans, they fulfilled similar spiritual roles in ancient societies. Druids served as priests, healers, and keepers of sacred knowledge, using nature-based rituals to maintain balance between the human and spiritual worlds. They practiced divination using tools like Agam, an ancient alphabet, and natural signs to foresee future events. Sacred groves, where rituals were performed, were believed to be places of great spiritual power. The reverence for the natural world, including trees, rivers, and celestial bodies, was central to their spiritual practice. Mongolian shamanism. Mongolian shamanism, known as Tengrism, is one of the oldest spiritual traditions in the region. Mongolian shamans, called Bu for males or Udgan for females, act as intermediaries between humans and spirits. They perform elaborate ceremonies involving drumming, ritualistic chanting, and the use of special costumes adorned with symbolic elements like mirrors, feathers, and animal bones. Shamans invoke their ancestral spirits and spirit guides to provide healing, protection, and wisdom for their community. The tradition emphasizes maintaining harmony between nature, ancestors, and the spiritual world. A shamanic journey is a profound spiritual experience in which an individual enters an altered state of consciousness to access the spirit world. This practice has been used for thousands of years across various indigenous cultures for healing, guidance, and transformation. How a shamanic journey works. A shamanic journey typically involves the following steps. 1. Entering an altered state of consciousness. The journey begins with the shaman or practitioner shifting their consciousness. This can be achieved through drumming or rhythmic sounds, such as rattles or chanting, deep meditation or breath work, psychoactive plants, in some traditional cultures, dancing or repetitive movements. This altered state allows the individual to move beyond ordinary perception and enter the non-ordinary reality, where spirit guides, ancestral wisdom, and divine forces can be encountered. 2. Traveling through the spirit realms. Many traditions describe three primary realms in the spiritual world. The lower world, a realm often associated with nature spirits, power animals, and ancestral wisdom. It is a place of deep healing and connection to the earth. The middle world, a dimension overlapping our physical world where spirits, energies, and human souls exist. It can provide insight into present situations. The upper world, a celestial realm where divine beings, spirit teachers, and higher wisdom reside. It is often connected to enlightenment and guidance. During the journey, a shaman or practitioner may receive visions, messages, or guidance from the spirits encountered in these realms. 3. Guidance from spirit helpers. The journey is rarely undertaken alone. Various spiritual entities serve as guides. Spirit animals, power animals, protective and wise animal spirits that offer strength, healing, and lessons. Ancestors, deceased loved ones or ancient ancestors who provide wisdom and support. Divine beings, angels, deities, or enlightened masters that bring higher knowledge and transformation. Nature spirits, elements of nature such as trees, mountains, or rivers that embody sacred wisdom. 4. Receiving healing, insight, or transformation. The ultimate purpose of a shamanic journey varies depending on the seeker's intent. It may be for healing, spiritual, emotional, or even physical healing through energy work, soul retrieval, or power restoration. Insight and guidance, finding answers to life's challenges, uncovering past life connections, or understanding one's true path. Transformation, releasing old patterns, fears, or traumas and embracing personal growth. Integrating the experience. After returning from the journey, it is crucial to integrate the experience by journaling insights and visions, meditating on the messages received, applying the wisdom to daily life, seeking further guidance if needed. A shamanic journey is a sacred practice that offers a gateway to deep spiritual exploration, self-discovery, and profound healing. Whether guided by a shaman or undertaken individually, it is a powerful tool for connecting with the unseen dimensions of existence. Shamanism, one of the oldest spiritual traditions in human history, is experiencing a revival in the modern world. While traditionally practiced by indigenous cultures across the globe, modern shamanism has evolved to suit contemporary seekers who yearn for healing, self-discovery, and a deeper connection with nature. What is modern shamanism? Modern shamanism refers to the adaptation of ancient shamanic practices in today's society. Unlike traditional shamans, who are often initiated within specific cultural and tribal contexts, modern practitioners explore shamanic techniques in a more eclectic and personal manner. They may integrate elements from various traditions, such as Native American, Siberian, or South American shamanism, while also incorporating contemporary healing modalities like psychology, mindfulness, and energy work. Key practices in modern shamanism. Many of the techniques used in ancient shamanism are still relevant today, though they have been modified to fit modern lifestyles. Some common practices include shamanic journeying, using meditation, drumming, or breathwork to enter altered states of consciousness and explore inner wisdom. Breathwork, conscious breathing techniques that help in releasing emotional blockages and connecting with higher states of awareness. Drumming and sound healing, rhythmic drumming, chanting, or the use of instruments like Tibetan bowls to induce trance-like states and promote healing. Nature connection, spending time in nature, performing rituals, and working with plant medicines to foster a deeper relationship with the earth. Energy healing, practices such as Reiki, crystal healing, and aura cleansing that draw upon shamanic traditions to balance mind, body, and spirit. Why is shamanism relevant today? In an era marked by stress, disconnection, and a fast-paced lifestyle, shamanic practices offer a grounding force. People turn to shamanism for various reasons. Healing and emotional well-being. Many seek shamanic techniques to release trauma, overcome emotional struggles, and find inner peace. Spiritual growth. Shamanism provides a direct, experiential path to spirituality, allowing individuals to explore their own consciousness. Connection with nature. As environmental concerns grow, shamanism fosters a renewed respect for the planet and its ecosystems. Personal empowerment. By accessing deeper wisdom and intuition, individuals gain clarity and confidence in their lives. Challenges and criticisms. While modern shamanism is beneficial for many, it also faces challenges. Some criticize it for cultural appropriation, as Western practitioners sometimes adopt indigenous rituals without understanding their full context. Ethical practice involves respecting the origins of shamanic traditions and learning from authentic sources, While adapting practices in a mindful and respectful way, modern shamanism bridges the gap between ancient wisdom and contemporary spirituality. Whether through meditation, drumming, breathwork, or nature rituals, it offers powerful tools for healing and self-discovery. As people seek deeper meaning in their lives, shamanic traditions continue to provide guidance, helping individuals reconnect with themselves and the natural world in profound ways. Shamanism is a universal spiritual practice that has shaped human consciousness for millennia. Despite cultural differences, the core message remains the same: connecting with the unseen world to bring balance, healing, and wisdom. What do you think about shamanic traditions? Have you ever had a spiritual journey or experience? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mystic Realms for more videos on ancient wisdom and spiritual exploration. See you in the next mystical adventure.